This is a hallowed spot in India. This is New Delhi. I was here 40 years ago exactly in December 1984. Being December 2024, my return visit to India meant that the first place I had to come to was this shrine here where Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated in January 1948. Let's go back to the beginning. Gandhi was a lawyer, trained in London, went to South Africa. He made a name for himself by fighting against discrimination. He came back to India, and he was a prime mover in India gaining its independence from the jackboot of the British Empire. And in Delhi this morning, I went to a place I hadn't been to before, which was the Gandhi Museum. And in there, you can see 2 teeth he had extracted, his dentures, pens, his spectacles, and some cloth that he repaired with his very fine skill of stitching. And there was the clothes he was wearing when he was shot here, blood-stained, plus the bullet, one of the 3 bullets that killed him. And the reason why he was killed is because when India was getting its independence, there was strife between the Muslims and the Hindus and Sikhs, and India was partitioned. And one of the Hindu zealots was condemning Gandhi for being all-inclusive. In other words, having sympathy with Muslims. And Gandhi did sense that he could be the victim of a madman's bullet. When he came into Delhi from Calcutta in 1948, the Home Secretary recommended that he should stay here, not the place that he wanted to stay, because this was more secure. In that building is Gandhi's office and his bedroom. His bedroom was just a mattress and a pillow with no curtains. And the adjoining room, he would sit on a mattress on the floor and conduct his business with dignitaries. And there was a spinning machine in there where he would make his own clothes. So he was a man of minimal possessions. And he was living here for the last 144 days of his life. And every evening at 5:30, he would conduct prayers. And if you turn the camera around, behind the camera, you will see the spot where Gandhi conducted prayers. But on this particular date, end of January, he didn't reach the prayer spot by about 30 meters because he was shot by this zealot. So we're going to pan the camera back to the site where Gandhi fell. And if I recollect correctly, 40 years ago, there was a white plinth there without the column and roof above it. And as you can see, there's a steady stream of pilgrims visiting Gandhi's last moments of his life when he died at the age of 78. He was born in 1869 and he lived till 1948. Very famous man. He visited France and England. And I'd like to conclude this video by stating that it's a wonderful experience to return to India and pay homage to this great man whose teachings still infuse the world. And India is one of those countries that has produced Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi. His real name was Mohandas Gandhi. We know him as Mahatma Gandhi. That word Mahatma is an affectionate name meaning gentle soul. And he was also called Bapu, which means father. And Gandhi plays a great place in our lives through his teaching, non-violence, promoting freedom through negotiation. And when the authorities are dealing with an eloquent lawyer, they can often feel frustrated because Gandhi's intellect was his weapon. And if the world could take Gandhi's message today, we wouldn't have wars and we would settle disputes through intellectual rigor based upon justice, fairness, and observation of human rights. We praise Mahatma Gandhi.